Hello YouTubers, this is the noobifier. Welcome to part 5 of an updated ship guide series around the time of patch 3.15 and just before CitizenCon, which is so soon. There have been some additions since last year near this price point, and this is part of a multi-part series which is held in a playlist to help you find what you're looking for. If you're new to this community, I would like to highlight noobifier.com and of course the channel's Discord, which is free to join. This is where you might see some behind the scenes stuff that you may not see on Twitter. In this 5th video, I'm going to walk you through ships that stand out better than others below $600, so don't expect to see the Carrack in this video, as that is in the next price bracket, just like the Reclaimer wasn't in the last video, because it's exactly $400. Comment in the comments if you just enjoyed my spoiler. Let's begin. As I spoiled, we start this list with the least expensive ship in the price bracket, the Aegis Reclaimer. It is flight ready, but it doesn't have mechanics. This ship has done nothing but bring the FPS down in servers for over 5 years. Sorry, I'm just in a mood. When it was released, it was the largest and most sensational thing the game has ever seen. Super creepy alien vibe, plus it was the only ship that was delivered in a less than pristine condition, with dirt, rust, and smudges all over it. At the time, some picked up their pitchforks and congregated on Spectrum and Reddit, with the results that CIG confirmed that they would put a gold standard pass on it to remove the wear once the dynamic wear system was in place. The ship is so massive that I actually missed an entire room when doing my ship tour. Size for dollar then, this ship is still the current champ. However, it's been a constant reminder for those who own it that it does take time to make this game. There's been no legitimate reason to take it out, however, hopefully, with the budding beginnings of the Tier 0 salvage on the roadmap, the wait will be over very soon and we can all put it to good use. It's pretty big, so I would expect CIG to give it a price bump, and we have a ship sale incoming, so I'm not telling you that you need it, but I'm just pointing out that you may want to think about buying it now, or at least purchasing some kind of CCU to it. We're going to move on with its positive features, and there are several. It's currently the highest tier platform for the salvage mechanic. It promises some unique game loops with scanner, pilot, claw operator, cutter, and tractor operator. The grinder is already in there, and that's supposed to have a crew station all to its own, plus a huge cargo space where the processed material will go. So if you plan the grind, this ship is literally ready to grind. Ugly and beautiful at the same time, the Reclaimer has the following liabilities. It's massive with massive cargo that might prove to be quite valuable enough to pirates. It's relatively defenseless, but it's also armored and shielded extremely well. So with the shields at full strength, the shields were able to replenish quicker than the sabers could DPS out. I don't expect it to last long against larger ships such as the Connie, but that was a pretty interesting test. I would like to talk about the Endeavor at $450, but I believe that I'm going to save that one for the next video, as adding modules will push it over 600 and the ship is quite useless without the modules. I both love and hate the 600i, but we're going to talk about it. It's the baby brother to the 890 Jump and about half the price, so if you trust the development guideline documents for VIP gameplay, it should actually offer some unique mission options. Subsumption is being designed such that you can't just take any mission unless you have all the correct gear, and some people will insist on traveling in something better than your banged up Cuddy Black. It's luxurious in places and also confusing in others, which is why I say I love and hate it. We were promised that more of it would go to make sense during its gold standard polish, and I believe that the developers have heard our suggestions. The flight deck is beautiful, the master suite is appropriately facing the front and very well appointed. You have some unique quarters for everyone, the main weapons are mostly pilot-slaved, plus there are some remote turrets. It's not a killing machine, but it's potent. There were 2 trims that were originally pitched as modules, but sold as complete ships, which still confuses the hell out of me. As far as negatives go, it's a party boat, so people will probably like to shoot at it more often than not, especially the executive trim with black and gold. That specific thing is basically a lightning rod with thrusters, and that version is basically useless until Law and Bounty are improved. Anyways, the point is that it needs some more work, but it's flight ready and it has great potential VIP, exploration, and basic cargo. Not bad overall. Moving on, we have the BMM, which I mentioned only because it's a crowd favorite, and that was much more appealing when it was $350 before the price bump. Yet another time where CIG increases the price without making much progress. We all do know why though, and that is because it's concepted to be a huge specialized cargo running traveling bazaar. Alien tech in a gigantic blockade runner. We have 2 basic concept pictures, but the last one is a couple years old and we haven't really heard much about it. There are 2 reasons why you may want it, and that is because you plan to run cargo in Banu space, or you fancy yourself as a Jawa from Star Wars, traveling, looting, and trading goods. As for positives and negatives, it's all speculation, so I'm just going to move on to the next one. We spoke about the C2 in the last one, and the M2 is in this price point, and it's worth mentioning as it's a good flight-ready ship with the potential, and the price isn't that off-putting. I'm going to end this list with the most expensive ship below 600. The Orion has almost doubled in price since release. Based on a couple concept documents, some art, and the updated segment 2 years ago, it went from being quite large to being colossal. The entire core of the ship is the refinery system, lasers, and grinders. Unlike the Prospector, the Orion is a mobile refinery, and as part of its intended gameplay, should be able to operate 24/7, providing that the cargo ships can offload it to market. Travel is slow and also downtime, so being able to refine and sell on-site is very appealing. Again, all of this ship is based on whatever was said in previous years, but as it's the highest level of mining, similar to the Reclaimer, when used properly, it should provide a medium to large org steady stream of credits. Negatives are similar to other large industrial ships, slow, defenseless, and valuable to those who like to take things from people. On the positive, I can see this ship sparking lots of gameplay options that will keep an entire org busy. So that's it. Not quite 5 recommendations, more like 4.5 plus half. And it's up to you to comment your comments in the comments, highlight the things that you feel that I got wrong or factors that I didn't mention. This channel is about brevity and being economical with your time. My goal is to grow the channel, and I enjoy making content for you. So if you like watching, please subscribe and consider suggesting this to other backers. Thank you very much for spending your time with me. It does mean something to me. Fly safe, and I'll see you in the verse.